Hello, my name is Kim Fors, and for this session of Shavlik Optimizers, I will be demonstrating how to utilize NetChk Compliance to create a custom check to look for the parameters of a specific application that wasn't included in the Shavlik Compliance product. In this demonstration, what I'd like to do is I will create a custom check that's going to search for a particular registry key related to a software application that's loaded on my client machine here. It's an XP Service Pack 2 machine, and it's going to be the Shavlik application, the scheduler. So in order to accomplish this, the first thing I have to do is I need to create a policy, and I'll just call it test, and I will grab a manually to select the checks. And once I do that, I'll be able to add a custom check here in the lower screen, which produces a wizard on the main screen. To create a new custom check, I then would select the operating system that I'm going to be scanning on for that application. In this case, it's going to be a Windows XP Service Pack 2 machine. I would then give it a name, and I'm going to be looking for the port configuration for that Shavlik scheduler application, so I'll call it the port configuration check. The type of check I'm going to perform is a registry value, but as you can see, we can also do service status, or user rights assignment, or file a directory ACLs, access control levels, or registry multi-string values, or if the registry value exists or not, and some NetChk current user machine checks as well. I'm going to use the registry values, and I'm going to supply the root of where that check is to be performed. In this case, NetChk local machine. As I go to the client machine that I'm going to examine, you can see that I'm under the NetChk local machine hive, and the application is the Shavlik scheduler. So as I grab it, I'm going to copy the key name from here. I'm going to paste it into the registry path for the particular key. I'm not going to need to be redundant in this, so I will simply make it the NetChk local machine software Shavlik scheduler. The value name and the value type is located near the registry key here. If I look at the value name, it's going to be the word port with a capital P, and the type is a registry D word as opposed to a string or a binary value. So as I type that in here, the value name was port with a capital P, and as I do the pull down, it's a D word as opposed to the binary or the string. If this particular application, the Shavlik scheduler, existed on the console machine, I could test the check. But I'll make the assumption that this is on a machine out in my environment that I'm going to be scanning for and doesn't exist, so I'll just continue on. The operator and the value of the check is going to be consistent with the absolute hive that we're looking at, and if we look at the decimal value, we're going to want to have it be at 5120. It's going to be a fixed value, so we would say it equals, and as you can see, you have all the Boolean operators here that you would want, and it's going to equal the value of 5120 for the check. At this time, I could either export to file my custom check that I created to create a library of custom checks to be used in future policy developments, or I can simply finish it right now, and you'll notice that the check is automatically added to my test policy that I'm creating. At this point in time, I could simply grab the group that I'm going to test the check against, in this case my demo group, which has that machine included in it, and begin the scan. I then would also save the policy changes so that our documentation control, which is built into the application, would then require me to enter in values like who, what, where, when, why I made the change, that sort of thing. And once I've satisfied that criteria, then the check is then performed on the machine. Once it has been performed, you'll notice that I'm indicated by the green circle with the white check mark that it was successful. And as I look at the particular machine in question, the NC Client 1 machine in this case, you'll see that the value is 5120 and the expected value was 5120 that I created in the policy. Thanks for attending this Shavlik Optimizer series session on custom check creation in the NetChk Compliance product.